소식부터 말씀드릴게요. 일본에서 활약 중인 SES가 잠깐 귀국했다는 소식을 듣고요.
Lovely viewers, welcome back to another exciting moment that will leave your hearts warm and smiling. Today's gist is nothing short of magical because it centers around two people we absolutely adore, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo. Their chemistry has been melting hearts everywhere, but what Min-ho just revealed about Hye Kyo is taking the internet by storm. He simply couldn't hold back his feelings, and guess what? It's all about something that sounds simple but means so much, her cooking. And trust me, the way he said it will make you fall in love with them all over again. Picture this. Lee Min-ho, the global superstar we've watched in so many iconic dramas, sitting down during a recent interview. His smile lighting up the entire room as he begins talking about life these days. The interviewer casually asks him about what's been making him happy lately, and without hesitation, his answer flows out so naturally. Hye Kyo's cooking. The moment those words left his lips, fans everywhere went into a frenzy. But it's not just that he mentioned her cooking, it's how he described it. He said, "Her cooking feels like home." Let that sink in for a second. For a man like Lee Min-ho, who has traveled all over the world, stayed in the most luxurious hotels, and dined in the finest restaurants, to say that someone's cooking feels like home, that means something deeper, something intimate, something that speaks of comfort, warmth, and love. He didn't just stop there. He went on to explain how her food isn't just about taste but about the feeling it gives him. According to Min-ho, every dish she prepares carries a piece of her heart in it, and that's what makes it so special. He even shared a cute little story of how she sometimes experiments with recipes just to make him smile. Can you imagine Hye Kyo, the queen of elegance, in the kitchen with her apron on, trying out different dishes just to make Min-ho happy? Isn't that the most adorable image ever? Now, fans are going wild because this is not the first time Min-ho has dropped hints about how much he cherishes Hye Kyo. We've seen little glimpses, his lingering looks during events, those subtle Instagram posts that everyone believes are about her, and now this open confession about her cooking. People are saying this is more than admiration. This is love in its purest form. And honestly, when a man says your cooking feels like home, it means he sees you as his safe space. That is beyond romantic. Social media is exploding with reactions. Fans are leaving comments like, "He is so in love," and "This is what real love looks like." Some are even making edits of Min-ho's interview with clips of Hye Kyo cooking in her dramas, adding emotional music in the background. It's trending everywhere because, let's face it, these two are the ultimate dream couple we've all been rooting for. And this statement from Min-ho feels like a little peek into their private world, a world full of laughter, love, and now delicious home-cooked meals. But let's talk about the meaning behind what he said. Why does food play such an important role in love? Because food is not just about eating, it's about care, effort, and intimacy. When someone cooks for you, they are giving you their time, energy, and love on a plate. For Min-ho to appreciate this so deeply shows just how much he values Hye Kyo not just as an actress or a beautiful woman, but as someone who brings him peace and happiness in ways the cameras never capture. He even laughed while saying that sometimes she teases him if he eats too quickly because, according to him, "I can't help it when it tastes that good." That's how you know the man is hooked. Fans are now imagining what kind of meals Hye Kyo makes for him. Is it classic Korean dishes like kimchi jjigae and bulgogi? Or maybe she surprises him with international cuisine because, let's be honest, Hye Kyo has that sophisticated touch. Whatever it is, it's definitely something that speaks to his soul. And the way he spoke about it, it wasn't about the luxury or the presentation, it was about the feeling of being home. That one word, home, has fans saying, Lee Min-ho is not just eating her food, he is eating love. And guess what, guys? This little confession has sparked a wave of curiosity. People are wondering if this means they are spending a lot of time together privately. You know how the internet works. Everybody's now analyzing their schedules, their locations, and trying to connect the dots. Are they cooking together? Are they having these cozy dinners after a long day? We don't know for sure, but one thing is clear. Min-ho's happiness is written all over his face. He looked so relaxed, so content, and so genuine while talking about her cooking. That's not something you can fake. Now, imagine this scenario with me. Lee Min-ho comes home after a long day of shooting. He walks in, and there's Song Hye Kyo in the kitchen, humming softly while preparing dinner. The aroma fills the air, and he just smiles because this is his favorite place to be. Not in a glamorous event or on a movie set, but right here in this simple, loving moment. He walks over, gives her a warm hug from behind and whispers, "It smells amazing." Doesn't that just make your heart melt? If this is what's happening behind the scenes, then these two are living a real-life fairy tale. Fans have even started tagging brands, asking for a cooking show featuring these two. Can you imagine a series called Cooking with Min-ho and Hye Kyo? It would break the internet. Every episode would have millions of views because people just want to see that chemistry in the kitchen. And honestly, with the way Min-ho talks about her cooking, I bet he would be the happiest man alive to sit there and taste every single dish. Before we wrap this up, let me ask you this. Do you think this confession from Min-ho is just casual admiration, or do you think it's his way of saying, "This woman feels like home to me"? Personally, I think it's deeper than words can express. When a man ties the feeling of home to someone's cooking, it means his heart has already found its place. And that place is with Song Hye Kyo. So, lovely viewers, what do you think? Is this just the beginning of something even bigger? Are we getting closer to the moment we've all been waiting for? Their official announcement. Let's keep our fingers crossed because, from the way things are going, it's only a matter of time before these two give us the ultimate surprise. Until then, let's keep celebrating these little moments that show us what real love looks like. Simple, genuine, and filled with warmth, just like home. After that viral interview, reports started flying in that the two were spotted shopping together at a premium grocery store in Seoul. Yes, you heard me right, grocery shopping. And if that's true, it means the cooking sessions are becoming more frequent. Just the thought of Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo strolling through the aisles, picking fresh vegetables, laughing over what brand of noodles to buy, is making the internet lose its collective mind. Fans are saying, they're doing couple things without even saying they're a couple. And honestly, they're not wrong. One eyewitness even claimed they saw Min-ho carrying all the bags like a true gentleman while Hye Kyo walked beside him, casually scrolling through her phone as if deciding on the next recipe. Can you picture that? The superstar heartthrob just being a normal guy, holding bags of groceries because the woman he adores wants to cook for him? If that's not love, what is? Now let's talk about what happens after those grocery runs. Rumor has it that Hye Kyo's specialty is making dishes that remind Min-ho of his childhood. He reportedly mentioned that she surprised him once with a meal that tasted exactly like something his mother used to make when he was a kid. When he said that, he couldn't stop smiling, and fans caught that moment. His eyes softened, his tone changed. You know when someone speaks from the heart. That was it. That's when everyone realized this isn't just admiration. This is deep, heartfelt affection. But here's where things get even more interesting. Some insiders are whispering that Min-ho has been returning the favor by helping her in the kitchen. Yes, your ears didn't deceive you. He apparently loves chopping vegetables while she does the main cooking because, as he jokingly said, "I don't trust myself with seasoning." Fans are calling this the domestic dream life, because it feels like we're watching the perfect love story unfold in real time. And let's not forget that little detail. Min-ho isn't just eating, he's learning. He confessed that being around her makes him want to cook better. Not because he has to, but because he wants to impress her back. Now that's what we call love language goals. And speaking of goals, have you seen the fan edits going viral? One particular edit shows clips of Song Hye Kyo cooking from her past dramas, combined with Min-ho's interview about her food, and it's set to the most romanticos ever. That video alone has over 1 million views already. Fans are commenting things like, "K-drama writers need to take notes," and "We're witnessing a real drama here, and I'm not ready for the ending." The buzz is so real that even international media outlets are picking it up, calling it the sweetest confession of the year. But let's take a moment to imagine the deeper meaning behind what Min-ho said. Her cooking feels like home isn't just about food. It's about a sense of belonging, of safety, of warmth that no spotlight, no fame, no amount of luxury can replace. For someone like Lee Min-ho, who has spent years in the limelight, surrounded by cameras and expectations, finding that feeling of home must be priceless. And guess who gave it to him? Hye Kyo. That says everything, doesn't it? Now, here's where I want to bring you, my lovely viewers, into the conversation. If you were in Min-ho's shoes, what would your favorite dish from Hye Kyo be? Would you want her to make something traditional like kimchi stew? Or would you love a surprise? Maybe a Western dish with her personal touch? Drop your answers in the comments because this is about to turn into the most delicious love discussion we've ever had. Oh, and before I forget, fans have already started speculating about a possible cooking vlog from these two. Can you even imagine a video where Min-ho and Hye Kyo are in a cozy kitchen, joking, laughing, cooking together, and sharing little secrets in between? That would break the internet in a heartbeat. Some fans are even tweeting at their agencies, begging them to make it happen. And honestly, I think it would be the biggest YouTube hit of all time. But wait, let's spice things up a little more. How about we picture this together? It's a quiet evening. The lights are dim, soft music playing in the background. Hye Kyo is plating up a beautiful dish she just made, and Min-ho is setting the table like the perfect gentleman he is. He lights a candle, not for the drama, but because he knows she loves that soft glow. She brings the food to the table, and he takes the first bite. His eyes close for a second, and that smile, the smile that makes the entire world fall for him, appears. Then he says it again, this time looking straight into her eyes. This feels like home. Tell me your heart didn't skip a beat just now. That's the kind of moment we all live for, isn't it? Lovely viewers, stay tuned because this story is far from over. If Min-ho is already this open about her cooking, what's next? Will we hear him praise her for something even more personal? Will Hye Kyo speak up next and give us her side of the story? Because let's be real, if he feels at home with her, chances are she feels the same way with him. Lovely viewers, think about that for a moment. If Lee Min-ho feels so at home because of Song Hye Kyo, do you really think she's just casually going along with it? No way. Hye Kyo is one of the most elegant and private stars out there, and for her to be doing something as personal as cooking for someone, that speaks volumes. Cooking isn't just a hobby for her. It's an act of care, of affection. You don't spend time preparing a meal for someone unless they mean something to you, right? And from what we've gathered, this isn't a one-time thing. It's becoming a beautiful pattern. Fans are now asking the big question. What does Song Hye Kyo feel when she sees Min-ho enjoying her food like that? And honestly, I think we already know the answer. Just imagine her sitting across from him, watching him take that first bite. His face lighting up with joy. That moment, the pure satisfaction of knowing you've made someone happy, that's priceless. And if that someone is Lee Min-ho, the man who has women all over the world swooning, then you know she must feel incredibly special that she's the one giving him this sense of comfort. And here's where the story takes a beautiful turn. After Min-ho's confession about her cooking going viral, reporters tried to get a response from Hye Kyo. While she didn't give a long statement, because we all know how private she is, she did smile when asked about it during a recent event. That smile alone has fans going, okay, that's confirmation enough. Because let's face it, that wasn't just a polite smile. It was the kind of smile that says, yes, I know what you're talking about. Now, picture this with me. After that smile moment, fans started flooding social media with captions like, she knows she owns his heart. Some even started using the hashtag #feelslikeHomeCouple, and it's trending like wildfire. People are making fan art of Min-ho and Hye Kyo in a cozy kitchen, laughing together while preparing dinner. One fan video even created an entire K-drama intro for them based on this cooking theme, and it already has over 500,000 views. Isn't that incredible? But let's take this deeper. Why do you think Min-ho used the word home? Because home is not about walls or furniture. It's about where your soul feels at peace. For someone as big as Min-ho, who lives in a world full of chaos, cameras, and constant schedules, finding peace is rare. Yet here he is, openly saying that being around her food gives him that feeling. And we all know it's not just the food. it's the person behind it. It's Song Hye Kyo herself. Lovely viewers, imagine being in her shoes. How would you feel if someone you care about, someone you respect and admire, said something so deep and genuine about your cooking? I bet she felt butterflies in her stomach. And honestly, who wouldn't? And I wouldn't be surprised if after hearing what he said in that interview, she teased him about it. Something like, "So now the whole world knows you like my cooking, huh?" And Min Ho, being the charming guy he is, probably replied, "They should know because it's the best." Can you see how cute that conversation would be? And let's not stop there. Fans are now daydreaming about what their cooking sessions look like. Does Min Ho sit at the counter watching her chop vegetables? Does he sneak little bites before the dish is done? Does she playfully scold him for it? Oh, the possibilities. One fan wrote, "I bet she wipes his hands when he messes up while helping her." Another said, "He probably hugs her from behind when she's stirring the soup." These comments are so detailed that they sound like actual drama scripts. And honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing this drama come to life. But here's something interesting. After Min Ho's statement went viral, sources close to the actor said that Min Ho has been spending more time on homey, cozy activities lately. He's been seen going to places like farmers markets, organic stores, and even browsing cookware. Fans are like, "Sir, are you preparing to be the perfect husband?" Because let's face it, when a man starts investing in home vibes, it usually means he's thinking long-term. And if that long-term includes Hye Kyo, then we might just be witnessing something iconic. And speaking of iconic, do you remember when fans started requesting a joint fan meeting for these two? Well, now the same fans are saying, "Forget the fan meeting, give us a cooking vlog." They want an episode where Min Ho and Hye Kyo cook their favorite dishes together, share stories, and maybe even give us a little taste of their real-life chemistry. If that happens, YouTube might just crash from the traffic because everyone would want to see it. But here's the big question for you, lovely viewers. If you had to guess, what dish do you think makes Min Ho feel most at home when Hye Kyo cooks it? Is it something traditional like galbijim, braised short ribs, or something comforting like kimchi fried rice? Or maybe a sweet dessert like bingsu that they share after dinner? Comment below with your guesses because I know you all have amazing ideas. Now, let's not ignore what this could mean for their future. Because let's be real, if a man is already this open about appreciating a woman's cooking, and if that cooking gives him a sense of home, then marriage rumors are bound to start swirling. Fans are already saying things like, "This is how it begins. First her cooking, then a ring on her finger." And honestly, they might be onto something. We've seen countless celebrity couples start with subtle confessions like this before going public with big news. Could this be the first step? Time will tell, but one thing's for sure. This story isn't ending anytime soon. And let me tell you, the excitement on social media right now is unmatched. Every time Min Ho or Hye Kyo posts something on Instagram, fans are rushing to see if there's a hidden clue. A photo of food, a cozy corner, anything that screams home. They're analyzing captions, backgrounds, even reflections in mirrors. It's like a full-time job for some fans, and honestly, I love how dedicated they are. Before we wrap this part, let me leave you with one last dreamy image. Min Ho and Hye Kyo sitting together after dinner, sipping tea, laughing softly as they talk about their day. There are no cameras, no scripts, no fans. Just two people sharing the simplest yet most beautiful moments. That's what makes his statement so powerful. When he said, "Her cooking feels like home," he wasn't just talking about food, he was talking about her.